Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of V for Voter with me, your host Voter, of course. I mean, it's kind of obvious, it's in the name. I haven't been around for a little while now, sorry guys. I know the last video I did was the Killing Room, and I'm gonna do another one of those Let's Play games. But for today, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I've done a little bit of work on the little setup behind me. Yeah, since this is a computer tech, gaming, whatever kind of show, I thought I'd give you guys a little So I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of an update and some behind the scenes look of what I'm doing and some of the, like basically what I've done now is, I've got a new screen, as you know, I've got the backplate on my graphics card now, and yeah, some cable management. Yes, it was bad. There was all sorts of hell going on my desk and behind, and yeah, I've just done some cleaning up, so I thought I would share that with you guys. So to start off with, I wanted to talk about the screen that I've got. I've now upgraded from having a puny little sort of 17-inch thing with as my secondary monitor. So it's not a fancy triple monitor setup like some of the badass people out there. But yeah, I've upgraded that one. Well, that used to be my my main monitor. That's a 24-inch IPS monitor. It's a Samsung. It's an LG. What's now happened is that's now moved to being my second monitor, and I've now upgraded the main monitor to be a 27-inch Samsung IPS 5 millisecond response time screen. So one of the reasons why it's not a 144 megahertz, it's nothing crazy like that, 1 millisecond. It's not a gaming monitor. It's an IPS monitor, which is good for color representation, and I do a lot of graphic design and I do my editing on there. So I suppose it kind of leans towards, well, at least for me, it leans towards the production side of it. I've calibrated the colors a bit more like that. I do have a gaming profile if I use my MSI app and that kind of a thing, so I can kind of change the settings as I want. But for me, it's more of a productivity kind of setup. So alongside with that, so I've got the GTX 970, the MSI GTX 970, and that has one HDMI, it's got one display port, and it's got then the DVI-I and the DVI-D display ports. So the issue I had before was that I only had the DVI-I plugged into the old screen because that's all it had. It wasn't even HD. But now I've got the HD screen over there, the 1080p and the 1080p. So obviously I ran into the issue of having a DisplayPort, which was surprisingly difficult to find. Well, looking at your regular spots online or Takealot, I struggled a bit to find it, and eventually I got to Rebeltech, and they managed to hook me up with a cable, HDMI DisplayPort to HDMI. So now at least I've got both monitors running at 1080p, because what I had before was I was just using the DVI-I for this 24-inch, and then the HDMI cable for this one. I'm making this very difficult for myself. Anyways, that was weird. So yeah, so now at least I've got both of them running at 1080p. I've calibrated the colors, so they are all sweet hunky-dory. The next major thing that I want to talk to is more of just a cleanup operation, I guess. I'll throw a picture on there of what it used to look like, and then now it's a bit more cleaned up. I've done a bit of work on the desk. I've put some cable holders underneath. I've even drilled a hole through my desk so that my mouse and my keyboard cable can run through there, so they're not exposed on top. So it's kind of the compromise between wireless and wired. Obviously a wired connection is better for like gaming, I guess, response times, because I still hear about people saying that, yeah, wireless is not as responsive. I think the jury's still out on that, for me personally at least. But anyways, what I've got is wired, so I drilled a hole into the desk and I've run the cables underneath, and it's all looking much neater, except for behind there. You do not go in there. There's all kinds of hell going on behind there. I've even managed to put my my subwoofer for my speakers. I've jammed that back there somewhere. I am looking to update my components as well. I'm still running DDR3 RAM. I'm running a Core i5 4590 in there. It's not unlocked, unfortunately. When I bought the PC and I bought the parts, I wasn't really into overclocking. I didn't really understand the difference. But yeah, anyways, it's a Core i5 4590. It's locked. I've got 16 gigs of DDR3 RAM in there. So yeah, I am looking to upgrade, and as I upgrade and I start adding things in, I will obviously share it with you. This, you know, like I said, this is part of the channel that I wanted to build. I want to do, you know, tech related things. I want to talk about tech, or at least PCs as well. That'll kind of be the main focus, I guess. One of my dreams and my goals is to do a custom water loop in there as well. Obviously all this kind of stuff is really expensive, but that's kind of what I want to do, and part of that journey is sharing it with you. I am not by any means a really like hardcore techie guy, although I do want to learn and I want to get to that point. So part of this channel is going to be trying to grow with you. I'm gonna get things wrong, guys. I really am. I'm gonna stuff up along the way. I'm gonna say things wrong. Whatever. And by all means, tell me about it. Correct me. Educate me. I'm also hoping that through what I do on this channel, if I do something wrong, you can learn from it. And at the same time, if I do something cool or I figure something out and I want to share it with you, then you know this is the place I'm gonna do it. You know what? While I'm here, stuff it. I'll give you guys a little bit of an update. I'll give you a little bit of a view of what I'm currently looking at. Do a video on here quickly. So, cool. Let's cool. So what you're looking at now is basically my camera. It's a Canon EOS M3. Not the best for doing low light filming. As you can see here, I have a light and I've got the lights on, just trying to kind of get as much lighting in as I can. So this is pretty much my setup. Still trying to figure out all the lighting properly, and then this is how I'm doing my microphone, because that microphone is so basically what I bought this camera for was actually more for vlogging than anything else. So the camera is great for vlogging. I've got a GorillaPod on there, that's pretty cool, and then the shotgun mic sits on top. So yeah, I mean guys, that's pretty much it. That's my setup tour, if I can call it that. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you're willing to stay on the journey with me, and let's hopefully we can learn from each other and communicate. I mean, I want to get into being part of the YouTube community. So yeah, you guys are gonna help me get there, I guess. I need to obviously create good content for you guys, and if you enjoy it, then you'll stick around. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you liked the video, like it, subscribe if you haven't. Anyways guys, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one.